Today I'm counting down the best B&M Floorless Coasters in the United States. The majority of the floorless coasters in existence reside in the United States, and unfortunately there aren't 10 of them, there's only 9. I wish I could make a top 10, but unfortunately this is a top 9. None of these coasters are bad, they're all pretty good, and a lot of these are fan favorites. And so there's going to be a ton of people disagreeing, saying, well, I'd swap a couple of these, especially since some of them are pretty similar. Essentially, the main difference with these coasters is the order of the inversions. A lot of these coasters have the same elements. It's just the order and the placement of them. It's all about layout. So I'll quit talking and let's get to the last place coaster. It is Dominator at King's Dominion. What's interesting about this one is that this is actually the longest floorless coaster. It has more track than any of the others, but it only has 5 inversions. A lot of these have 7. So just something kind of interesting. This coaster's most notable feature is its massive vertical loop. It is one of the largest ones out there, and of course it stands out because it's bright yellow. And I think the one feature about this ride that people aren't crazy about is that the second half of the ride has a distinct rattle to it. It's during those corkscrews, so that is why I made last place. Number 8 is Batman the Dark Knight. This is the B&M Floorless at Six Flags New England, and it's actually a pretty short ride. Ignoring the official ride duration, when I timed it from when it left the lift hill to the brake run, it was about 40 seconds. That's not a lot at all. Number 7 is a famous one, Hydra The Revenge at Dorney Park. Of course, what makes this one famous is that JoJo roll out of the station. And what's crazy about this one is that this one actually has probably the most unique layout out of any of these roller coasters. It's a very weird B&M floorless. It doesn't have a slanted drop, it just goes straight into the drop after the lift hill. And then it goes into this inclined dive loop, which you don't see on very many roller coasters at all. It almost looks like a bank turn. Its layout certainly is odd, but it's still a pretty cool ride. Number 6 is Rougarou, the ride that didn't start out as a floorless coaster. It was originally a stand-up, but it is now floorless, and it's a pretty good floorless coaster. It's glossy smooth, it powers through the inversions. Some people have found some headbanging, so I think that for some people, this is one of the weaker floorless coasters. I found it to be perfectly smooth, and even though it only has 4 inversions, I thought that the layout of this ride was pretty strong, and so that is why I've put it at number 6. Coming in at 5th place is Scream at Six Flags Magic Mountain. You may not recognize this coaster because it recently got a new color scheme, blue and orange. It was originally an ugly maroonish blue color. It was a pretty ugly color scheme, especially since it was really faded, so it really pops now. And this is actually going to be a mirror image of the number 4 coaster, Bizarro. They are both essentially the same ride. However, almost everyone likes Bizarro more, one because of its theming. Themed to that Bizarro character, this coaster has flame effects, there's lighting during the second half, there's theming in the queue, plus that color scheme is just awesome. This is personally one of my favorite roller coasters I've ridden. I haven't ridden all of the coasters on this list, but out of the ones I have ridden, this one is my favorite floorless. So now we're at our top 3. We have Medusa at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. This is the only B&M floorless left that is called Medusa. Bizarro actually used to be called Medusa, but then they changed it. And what's cool about this one is that it has a sea serpent roll. It's like an element and a dive loop put next to each other right back to back. It's a pretty neat element and the only floorless coaster to have one. Coming in 2nd place is Kraken at SeaWorld Orlando. A lot of people really love this coaster and it's understandable why. On this ride, you'll fly through a vertical loop, dive loop, cobra roll, another vertical loop, and you'll travel through a pretty long ride, and this coaster runs right up against the lake. It's a smooth coaster, plus it's forceful. What's not to love? Definitely one of the best floorless coasters out there, but not number 1. Taking first place is the coaster everyone expects to take first place. It's Superman Krypton Coaster at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. This is widely considered the best floorless coaster. It's considered that, one, because of the way it interacts with the quarry wall. This ride's gonna fly up and over it, then up and over it again. Not to mention it makes a beautiful backdrop for the ride. Plus it's smooth, it's got good inversions, and so that is why people consider this one to be the best B&M floorless coaster. So I want to hear from you, which one do you like the best? I want to know how you would arrange this list differently. Post your thoughts below and I'll catch you guys next time.